Hey everybody, welcome back to the garage. Recently I just got a trailer, and hauling cars around can put a lot of wear and tear on the flooring. So today we're going to fix that. We'll be installing a polyaspartic coating to give the trailer a clean, durable, and professional finish. Now let's get into it. We're starting with an oil-based primer to ensure strong adhesion to the trailer surface. Once that's dry, we'll move on to the garage-grade epoxy coating, which not only adds strength and chemical resistance, but also acts as the binder for our decorative paint chips. For this project, we custom ordered a unique mix of green, gray, and black chips to give the floor a bold texture look. These are broadcast evenly across the wet epoxy to create a consistent finish. Finally, we seal everything in with a polyaspartic top coat. I started with this simple car hauler, but realized I needed something bigger and better. After looking around online, I saw that Snapper Trailers in Fort Pierce, Florida had some great deals to offer. So if you're in the area around Fort Pierce, Florida, make sure to give them a look. And you can see I tried to load my car in the trailer once before, and it brought in a bunch of dirt, all these tire marks, and these will be really difficult to remove from the plywood flooring without, sanding it every time I want to get it clean. But with installing this new flooring, it should be durable and a lot better to clean and easier to clean. This trailer also comes with the ceiling having 24 inches between each of the posts, and the walls and flooring having 16 inches between each of the posts. Now after talking for too long, let's start sanding these floors. Make sure you wear protection. I only have this paint mask, but any kind of mask that's good for wood dust will do. Better safe than sorry. Alright, it's getting late out right now, but I still want to have this thing primed so then it'll be ready for tomorrow. At least rolled. I'll still have the edge and trim around the edges. I'll go ahead and film how the primer turned out tomorrow, but right now I got my roller, I got my primer, and we'll hit it. Alright, I'll finish with the priming. So at this point, I have this epoxy paint. I got this from Home Depot, and this is what I'll be using as the binder for the paint chips. And then we'll worry about the polyaspartic coating at another time. But let's get to it. All in all, that went pretty well. I used about a half gallon of the epoxy paint, and that is after priming, so that's one of the things that priming did help with. We're just finishing up the flake. It's hard to get it consistent disbursement of the flake, but that's kind of the beauty of it. You have those random little shapes and patterns and everything. Just gotta feed the fishies. Potentially battling some incoming weather, which is not good. Typically this should probably have a couple hours to dry, but worst case, I'll hope that a lot of it's bonded. I'll take a leaf blower and blow off some of the loose stuff just to close the hatch, and that should be fine enough for now. Alright, it's the next day, and the flooring is all dry and it's ready for the polyaspartic coating. There's Nova, she approves. I think it turned out pretty well, but yeah, you can see some of the areas like right here, it's a little clumpy, but overall it looks pretty good. It's a race trailer, it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, my strategy for this coating is, so I have about 2 gallons. I shouldn't need 2 gallons for the trailer. I'm going to try to mix just over 1 gallon together and save some in case I need some more later. I also don't have anything to mix the coating, but I have this temporary fence stake post thing. And it's metal, and it should be able to mix it up just fine, so that's what we use. Don't want to go to the store. is actually tacking up pretty quickly, so I am actually going to go ahead and just lift the hatch and hope for the best, I guess. So this whole seal here, it kind of stuck to the side because some of this coating just kind of came up, and this whole section is stuck. But good news is none of the hinges got caught. Alright, I forgot to film a conclusion, but we have gone and added some weather stripping in place where the floor coating got on the other one, so that's kind of back to normal. And we went ahead and got this section on the back. We got it sanded and we put a fresh coat of paint on it. There's some areas that clearly I didn't paint as well as I wanted to. There's probably just a little mark there that causes the rust to start to form. But that should be easy to take care of. Alright, in the future, I am planning on adding a rear facing like backup camera there, as well as a fan somewhere up in this area. So if you like the trailer build, you like what you see, then make sure to like and subscribe for more.